John Wick don't work on that one, does it? It's not wickable. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he figured out the wick. Figured out the wick. You know what everybody's gonna say? Oh, he hit one, he can't even, okay. Anyway, 3 mags, that's right. Gene done messed around and got him some more mags. Everybody always asks, so I'll tell you that. I picked up the mags from a place called JoeBobOutfitters.com. They were $12 and some change a piece, shipping everything to the door in about 3-4 days, whatever it was, for $29. Wasn't a bad deal. Got 3 mags now. So what we're gonna do today, try to run 250 through it. That was 17 and 2/16. I don't know what that is, but I'll put it on the screen. And we're gonna get 250 through this thing. Still has not been oiled, has not been greased. It's been about 3-4 days since we've been out to the range. So, you know, I've run it through it in pretty quick fashion, but either way, not gonna talk too much, just gonna keep running the thing. Sorry about all the shooting, but I wanna get it all on camera so that you guys know that, hey, we put 1,000 rounds through it. Gonna do 250 today, maybe try to come back, put 250 tomorrow. So either way, we're gonna get reloaded, come back, shoot a few more. I gotta change it up so I don't get bored. Let's do a little one-hander. Oh, I did that on purpose, totally. That's a sticky mag. It don't want to let me wick that thing, does it? I might step on that one. I'll tell you what, when you don't have that sun hitting that red dot or that fiber optic on the front there, it's definitely not as good as when you do. I'm gonna try to stay on that little crate tactical. See them sparklers flying out of the end of that thing? Still running the cheaper New Republic ammunition, although my wife's helping me load mags today, so she snuck around and got some of my S&B in one of those. I reserved that for my, you know, my high-end stuff. This is awesome, man. It really is. It's been awesome. I don't suspect at all that there's gonna be any problems. Feed ramp is absolutely filthy. Looks like it might have a little bit of copper build up on it. It's in pretty rough shape. I'll try to put a picture of that up. But so far so good. So we're gonna get reloaded. She doesn't think she's gonna have to film or shoot, should I say. But yeah, she's gonna have to shoot. And I'm gonna see if we could teach her how to wick one, you know, get another one. You ain't gonna do that? She says she ain't gonna do it. Well, we'll see. Let's get reloaded. So you're not gonna wick? You ain't gonna do the John Wick? All right, well, you at least gotta get one magazine. We'll get you another one. I mean, you're
Okay,
not
but one thing, I can't see the target.
Why?
Because it's the sun's not on it, and we need to paint
and
it
you
or
got
something.
sunglasses on?
Yeah.
Also, you blaming the target?
I'm blaming the target because I can't see the target.
You hear that, everybody? She's blaming the target. Well, other than that, though, I mean, come back over here for a minute.
It shoots good.
You like how it shoots?
Yeah,
like
how it shoots.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like, I mean, because a lot of times, you know, you have a hard time keeping your thumbs forward and keeping a good grip, but it looks like you held a good grip on the gun.
I was trying to eye focus. I couldn't see.
You're trying to focus on the target.
Yeah.
I hear you. But you didn't John Wick it. Just sticky, sticky, sticky. Oh. Yeah, I can't hardly see the target. I barely hit it. Figure I would switch up the camera angle to get my good side, you know. Either way, we got 3 more loaded up. You said, my mathematician over there said we're gonna be where after these?
196.
196. So we're getting there. Again, I just wanted to be sure that, you know, I think so many times people do 1,000-round reviews, and even I've done it myself. It's hard just to do that all on camera. But in as much as I can, especially since there was so much controversy surrounding this one in the comment section, in as much as I could, I just wanted them all to be on camera. And so far, so good with this one. Every one of them's been right here on camera. I'm just gonna have to quit trying. So that's the second time I had that happen. Probably because I'm wicking the mags on the ground. That's what it is. You know, everybody tells me that you can't do that. You're gonna mess up your magazine. But the reality is, I'm probably riding the slide lock. But either way, once again, let's get reloaded. So as everyone probably knows, you know, people like to give the tubers a hard time. I've never really done outstanding with just irons on the Texas Star. So if I do, that means the Springfield XD Mod 3 is just awesome. So I try to strategically do it, not to get it spinning too much, but typically doesn't work out how I want it to. I'll take it. So I know this ain't gonna pick up on camera. I know it's not. But my wife was up there and she said, you pulled this one out of the box earlier. You remember that one that had that light primer strike? Let's put that in there and see if it'll go off. Well, for everyone that'll be counting, they'll say, well, wait a minute, he didn't put 17 through there. That's more like about 14. And I heard the trigger click. What happened? Well, there it is. The third one in the rotation. It did not go off again, although it is hit deeper. So that must be a heck of a hard primer on that thing. And I'll tell you what, I've had some big time problems with that new Republic ammunition, and that's why I've tried to just get rid of it. So when I reorder here in a couple of days, I'm gonna get something different, because I started out not having any problems with that stuff at all, and then I started having some light primer strikes. That was the biggest thing I had with it. So it's in there. Let's see, 3 times a charm. Uh-oh. So 3 times the charm. She's gonna put 5 in this magazine for me. And I got 2 more here. So we get these 2 loaded up, and the 5 in that mag there will make a solid 250. So did not have a problem. It was a ammunition situation, but I'm shocked that all but 50 rounds of the S&B, which she reminded me, you don't have any more ammunition, Gene. You hadn't made the order for ammo, remember? So when we come do the 250 tomorrow, you ain't gonna have no choice but to use your S&B, and which is true. But up until, so out of this 750 that you saw in these 4 videos, or how many ever it's been now, all of it but 50 rounds would have been the New Republic, and that's the first light primer strike, and it's one that had already been hit that she coerced me to put in there, so I'm gonna blame that on her. And also, oh, was it the thrower? Is it my fault? Okay. Yeah, it totally wasn't my fault. So I got the last 5 here. So, and listen, you know, hey, controversy gets more views. So if I thought that it was a gun, believe me, I would say as much, because that would get way more views if you actually had a problem with it. It was definitely ammo related. I got my thumb off the slide lock, so it's not doing too bad. Was that a better throw? Yeah. All right, last 5 to 750 rounds, all New Republic. Well, all but 50. All but 50 New Republic. So all 3 mags locked back, so there's not a magazine problem, there's a gene problem, which is all right, no problem. And you know, and the surprising thing is like we put 250 rounds through that bad boy in, what have we been here? 25 minutes? I mean, that's a lot of ammunition, and I'm still well able to grab and manipulate the gun with those front serrations. I don't know if you remember on that 6-hour fuse. My God, that thing got so hot we had to put some gloves on just to touch the takedown and slide lock. Surprisingly, it's not hot at all, but I don't know if that's build up on that feed ramp, or if when it chambers it's just taking the carbon buildup off. I'm not really sure, but it is definitely getting filthy. So at this point, if it malfunctioned with no oil, completely bone dry, and not having been cleaned at all, I probably wouldn't think that was a bad thing anyway. Either way, 750 rounds. Hope you enjoyed everything you saw here today. I know it was a kind of a little random, nothing seemed to be put together, but I did the best I could. Again, just trying to run them all on camera. 750 rounds with some of the most garbage ammo that I personally have found. No cleaning, no oiling, so I totally believe that you can trust this firearm. And I tell you, the reason I decided to go out to 1,000, because initially I was going to do 250. I've had some sketchy behavior with some Springfields in the past. I expected maybe to have an issue and in those 250, and I could do something controversial for YouTube, like, hey man, it broke, it tore up, get a lot of views, a lot of clicks. Just being honest with you, that's the way it works. But then after those first 100, 150, I'm like, you know what, I'm actually really enjoy shooting this pistol. And the 2 magazines my wife's put through it, she's really liked it. We'll try to get her in a couple more mags on the last 250, but I really have enjoyed shooting the pistol, and it has been surprisingly accurate. I mutilated that Texas Star, only missed one. That is just not something I typically do with a set of standard irons. And again, thanks for coming over and watching today. Make sure you know Jesus Christ is your Savior, the most important thing that you can do. Also, consider going over, supporting me as always on Patreon. Help keep buying the ammunition to do these reviews. Again, thanks so much for watching. Hit the thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe. And as always, to God be the glory.